forward to in film session tomorrow and studying the result of this game?
Coach just getting on us about the effort plays, really. That's mainly what he talked about before the game. We didn't go over too much on them. We didn't run a lot of plays. He was more focused on, they were, top 15 in the country last year in rebounding. How are we going to impact the glass? How are we going to play together? How are we going to handle adversity? So I feel like that's going to be a lot of that tomorrow.
What do you think you guys learned about yourselves in this game?
You just got to be more tougher, honestly. You're going to go against some teams like that. It's a great team, top 20 team. Didn't have Aaron tonight, which would be different. I feel like it's a real game. But you got to be more tougher, more connected, when things don't go our way. And, it's still early. We don't play for 3 weeks, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's a lot that we can learn from. But we happy that we're able to learn from this and grow. And we still got a lot of time left before November 4th.
When we talked to Coach Diebler, he said he thought they were more physical than you guys. He said he thought you guys hit yourselves harder in practice than you hit them. Did you feel that?
Yeah, I did feel that too. I feel like they got us a little bit more in the glass. They outcompeted us in some areas. We didn't get back off turnovers at times. We beat ourselves in some ways tonight, but again, it's still early. This is our first time ever playing against another team besides the Vets when they came in. Was that June over the summer, so it's just a lot that we have to learn from. It's going to be a long season, but I'm excited that this did happen and that we can learn from it.
Coach Diebler obviously wants you guys to shoot threes. They weren't going down as I assume you'd like. When that happens, what other things can you guys do?
Like I said, we just got to be more aggressive attacking the rim. I feel like I don't even know if Bruce took a three today. I think he was really good at his mid-range, so just getting things like that, playing more through the paint, playing more with each other. Like, honestly, I said this even at the press conference, and we got to continue to build chemistry, you know what I mean? And we still got time to do that, and I think we will do that going forward.
Does Aaron help with that when you can, having that big body?
100%. I mean, he's a projected lottery pick. He's 7'2", 7'1". He has great energy. He's a shot blocker. He knows how to play basketball. And there are other bigs do too, but he's going to really be able to help us with that, with his mobility and stuff like that. So having somebody like that with Yvonne and Austin also, but having him out there helping us would be big for us.
How did you feel to wear the scarlet, right?
Man, I almost cried when I put it back on, honestly. In the locker room, it felt different. It felt good, but it felt different because I wasn't number 0. I was number 0 back then, number 1 now. But I was just telling my teammates how grateful it was just to put the jersey back on because honestly, I didn't think I'd be back in this situation. And being in this situation now, it was just a blessing to be able to put that back on. So I was happy.
Jake talked about momentum, and he felt like when Cincinnati kind of had some momentum and the crowd got into it. He said those are the times when he felt like the guys didn't respond as well. How with the group of some younger guys and a new group, how do you get better when momentum swings against you, or is that just something that happens over time?
Yeah, I'd say it happens over time, but we have time, but we don't have the time that we think because we're going to go against some more experienced teams, and we're going to have to be ready, be prepared for that. It's a team that got almost the majority of their team back, so there was a lot more experience. It's home court. All that is great. I mean, that's what we want. That's what we live for. We're in this conference for a reason. But as time goes on, we just have to grow, and we have to grow fast.
The chase down block that Sean had was a play that Jake brought up with us, that someone needs to be there to help clean that up.
Yeah.
How is that sort of stuff being taught in practice, and what does it take to be in the right position in those plays so that there is somebody there when he makes a play like that?
I mean, it just takes a mindset of us wanting to win. When you want to win a game, you're going to do anything you want to do that. You know what I mean? To be there. I think I was on the court at that time. He got the block. He even pulled me out after that. You know what I mean? For not being there. So I even take accountability because it's like when you want to win, you have that winning mindset. Every possession, things like that don't happen. Things will happen. Mistakes will happen, but Diebler really cares about effort, and again, I don't think we were our best effort today as far as the team.
Fitness-wise, obviously you guys do a lot of running, but games are different than practice. How did you feel like you guys came out of that side of things?
I'm not gonna lie, we talked about it in the locker room, it was different. It was definitely different. Like I said, we haven't played against anybody at all, all year, since the Vets being here, and that was one of our first weeks in the summer training. And again, we had Aaron out. We've had a lot of guys out, through practices. I remember the last time we had a practice with the whole team being there. So just being out there with different rotations and everything, that was all expected, honestly. It did feel different. For me, at least, I haven't played a real game since March Madness, so it was definitely different. But I'm happy, though, it went that way because it's a lot that we can learn from, and Coach told us not to hang our shoulders or hang our heads. but stay together. And we got a good group, and we talked about that, and I feel like we're going to be fine.
As a team leader, what do you do starting tomorrow to make sure the team learns from this the way that you need to?
Come into practice with great energy. You take it day by day, and that's what Coach talked about. You don't want anybody coming to practice tomorrow with a bad attitude or bad energy, because, listen, we wanted to win this game, but again, it doesn't count, and we're really focused on November 4th. But right now, we have to focus on every single day, practice by practice, getting better. And again, that's going to be on me, Bruce, Micah, the guys who done played college basketball. It's really helped majority of the young group that don't have that much experience or dealt with injuries. So it's going to take a collective group effort. But in order to be a top team and go far in March, it has to get done. So we have to grow and learn.